Book review time. As you can see right here in front of you, I'm going to be reviewing Hollywood Hulk Hogan, written by Hollywood Hulk Hogan with Michael John Friedman. It's a WWE book, as you can see over here. It was released in 2003 and cost the pretty cheap price of £6.99. Probably the cheapest wrestling book I ever bought. This, so yeah, quite cheap. If you look there, the thickness of it is quite thick for a pocket book, so that's not getting a definite value for money here from the size. Well, so far it looks like it would anyway. It's quite an easy read if you have a look through. Yeah, very easy read. It's so thick because I've just noticed now the writing is so small. It's been so long since I've read this actually. It's not too bad of a book, if I'm being honest. It gives you a lot of information about the Hulkster. And look inside, ooh, coloured pictures. We all like coloured pictures, don't we? Look at that. Hulk Hogan. The heyday. Anyway, yeah, it's a good book. Highlights of it gives a lot of information about his early days, how he got into the business, how he was trained, and I think it was Vern Gagne who trained him. Started out in the AWA, we all know that. He went to Japan. How he got his break in the Rocky movie, and then WWE. Well, I think it was Vince McMahon Sr. who signed him up, brought him over to the WWF, or WWF I think it would have been at that time. Then Vince Jr. obviously started to use him as the main man. How he went to become the biggest guy to hit wrestling ever, and then the whole Hulkamania thing blew up. He talks you through all that. He sort of kayfabes, but also he also starts to tell the truth a little bit as well. It's a decent book. Low points of it, you know, he's not very truthful, and you can tell he lies about quite a lot of stuff to put himself over. Would I buy this book? Seeing as it's quite cheap, and you could probably definitely get it on eBay now for about £1 or £2. I'd definitely buy this book off eBay. You know, it's worth having. It's Hulk Hogan at the end of the day, and some people don't respect him anymore because, you know, he's like soiled his name about like over the last 10 years with stuff that he's done and stunts he's pulled in the wrestling business, like holding Vince up for more, or trying to get lots of money out of Vince, then not putting over young talent, then going over to TNA, sort of putting them into a ditch where they are now. But you've got to like respect him for like what he did for the wrestling business. He took it from being just a circus act sort of thing to being a legitimate form of entertainment. It might not be seen that way in the entertainment world, but it is seen that way by the fans and the people who watch it, and it's watched by millions and millions of people, and that is because of Hulk Hogan. You can't. Well, obviously you can put Vince McMahon alongside with him, but apart from that, there's no one as responsible for the live success of professional wrestling apart from Hulk Hogan. So you've got to read this book and, you know, try and get a little insight into him. He's released another one lately. I've not read that, but apparently that's full of lies as well, where he lies. So that's a low point, but again, you're going to get a lot of information in this book that is true and that is worth knowing. So yeah, I'd check it out for that. Out of 10, I'd probably give it a 6.5, 6.25 out of 10.